Hi, I'm Holly Snow Hollenbeck from HSH Interiors, and I'm here at Arrow Chalet. My husband and I both grew up in the Bay Area, and we both skied Palisades growing up, and so just loved the mountain and wanted to be in close proximity. Arrow Chalet is south-facing, which for us was a huge selling point, especially in the winter when it's chilly and cold and the days can be short. It's really nice to just have all-day sun. It's absolutely stunning. We look out over the valley, Olympic Valley. So we look across the golf course and we can see the resort from here and the resort runs, and the view extends all the way around up to the peak at KT22, which happens to be my family's favorite lift on the mountain. Starting from the entry hall, I love the console table, so it's the great spot to come in the room and drop keys. Over it, we have a fantastic piece of art that we actually commissioned for the home from Bay Area artist Lucky Rapp, which says, "Let it snow." I just think it's gorgeous, and it's just a really fantastic piece that helps set the mood for the home at the entry. Moving into the great room, we have a huge wine wall on one wall, which is fantastic. The kitchen was completely rebuilt, and it features natural quartz island top. It's absolutely stunning. It looks kind of like cracked ice or snow. I just think it's a really beautiful stone that helps really help the kitchen stand out. Gorgeous charcoal cabinets at the bottom, which ground the space, and then lighter white cabinets above. Hardware is all from Classic Brass, which is an incredible company out of New York that's been around forever and makes really very high quality, solid cabinetry hardware. So I absolutely love their pieces. In the dining area, we have a table that was custom made for us by a company I work with often in Los Angeles, paired with a set of vintage chairs from the 1960s. They're Swedish. And heading into the great room seating area, we have a custom rug from Patterson Flynn Martin. We have a custom sofa that we had made for the home and a pair of armchairs. I'm sitting in one of them. Also 1960s vintage with a really fun fur upholstery on them. Once you hit the lower level, there's a great wet bar area, and I really love what we did with that space. When we purchased the house, there was a mirror on the back wall of the bar area, but everyone does that. Seems a little boring, so we took the mirror off, and I actually had found a postcard, an original postcard from the 1960 Olympics, which were hosted by Palisades, which was then called Squaw Valley, and it was a great little hand-drawn image of the base and the lifts, and back then there were 3 lifts, 4 lifts, and a handful of buildings. It was very tiny. So I just thought it was really charming and in a nod to the history of the area and the history of the mountain. I had an artist replicate the postcard as a hand-painted mural that's at the backsplash of the bar. So I think that really helps that space stand out. As we work our way downstairs through the house and past the bar, there's a large media room right in the heart of the home. There's a great shuffleboard table, so it's a fun game that everyone can play. It takes no skill whatsoever. And there's a great, beautiful built-in that encompasses the television, books, and space to display objects. We have 5 bedrooms downstairs, so there's a very large primary suite, and then a beautiful bathroom with a beautiful bubble tub. So instead of jets, it has actually bubbles that come out of it, so it's very therapeutic for bathing, especially after a long day of skiing. A generous walk-in shower and some really fun tile. It has a herringbone all the way up the wall and a beautiful black marble tile floor. Other 4 bedrooms, 2 are queen rooms. So starting from the front, there's a room that has kind of a black plaid motif, both on the beds and the drapery. Super cozy, and there's another great piece of art by Lucky Rapp over the bed that says "Dream" that I just loved. There's a Jack and Jill bath, which connects that front queen room with the first bunk room. And that bathroom has some really fun dark tile on the walls, so it feels kind of dramatic, but it has a contrasting light grout. So really cool, but again, I feel like interesting yet timeless. It won't date. The bunk rooms were really fun to work on. There are 2, and in both of them we built in triple bunks. So there's an upper, a lower, and a trundle with twin XLs, so they can really sleep a full-sized person, not just a little kid. And then the other queen room is really fun. That one is all clad in gray plaid fabric. So we actually had the fabric backed as wallpaper because I just wanted it to feel like this cozy, enveloping environment. So the same material that's used for the drapery was also backed, and then we used it as wallpaper to encompass the whole room, which just gives it a great feel. One of the things that we added to Broken Arrow Chalet in our remodel was a gear vault, which is a space to store all the skis, the boots, the poles, the helmets, all the gear that one needs when you are playing outdoors in the winter. It has hooks for all the jackets, a bench to sit down and put on and take off your ski boots. And we also have a boot dryer, which is fantastic, so drying your boots overnight or warming them up in the morning before you put them on your feet. One of the great things about Broken Arrow Chalet is that we actually have a fully separate guest house on the property. It is right next door to the main house, but it is completely detached and private. We wanted to have a space where we could potentially bring the older generation and where they would have a space to get away for the night. They want to go to bed early. They don't want to hear the kids. It's just fantastic to have that extra separate space where guests can go and have their own quiet, private space to escape. From go, my concept was that Broken Arrow Chalet would be a ski home for my family, but it would also be a rental property. So right from the go, we decided to brand the home and give it a name. And as we love the mountain, and Broken Arrow is one of our favorite lifts, of course it's not open very often, but thought we loved the name, so we took that name for the house and named it Broken Arrow Chalet. I really wanted our guests to feel like they were staying in an environment that was on par with the luxury hotels that you can stay in here in the Valley, or quite frankly, better. And so I really wanted to brand it. And so among the items that we did some really fun branded sheets. So we had them custom embroidered in a special font that we actually developed specifically for the home. We also developed a really fun kind of Broken Arrow style logo, which appears on the towels throughout. The glassware is also etched with the logo and the name of the home. The ceramics and tableware were all custom made for the home by a ceramicist in San Francisco. And if you turn the plates over, you'll see that our logo is stamped on the bottom. We also have our own house wine. So we partnered with a winery in Napa to make a gorgeous Pinot Noir, which has our own branded label. And we also developed our own scented candles. We blended our own scent, so it's proprietary to the home. And it has our own labels on it as well. Broken Arrow is timeless, cozy, and warm.